Wait a minute. That's too depressing. People are not going to want to hear things like that.
People won't think it's so depressing when they understand that there are actually workable and acceptable solutions that are beneficial to all, like girls' education, powering women, preventing child marriages, and giving women control over their own reproduction. 82% of our energy comes from fossil fuels, and that number hasn't changed in 25 years. There has been some progress in Germany, but Germany's population growth is nearly zero compared to the U.S.'s population growth of 0.7% per year. U.S. per capita consumption of energy is almost twice that of Germany's. Let's move on to food and agriculture. From 2000 to 2011, world grain consumption exceeded production in 8 of those years. Arable land per capita has gone down from 1970 to 2010. The rightmost set of bars is the world total. We could eat like the average person in China, which would save enough land to feed 1.7 billion more people, but by 2050 the population is expected to grow by 2.6 billion. However, per capita water is shrinking, the rate of increase in crop yields is slowing down, and the increase is not keeping up with population. The Green Revolution has been hard on the soil and hard on downstream water bodies. Warming has produced temperatures too high to grow crops, and peak oil means higher fuel prices, which raises food prices which poor people cannot afford. Let's look at a real-life example. In Nepal, where half the population lives in the mountains, the terraces used for farming go right up the mountain to the top. When families outgrow their farmland, they move to cities to find jobs. When they can't find a job, they move to another country, often as an indentured servant, a traffic sex worker, a drug mule, or as an illegal worker for substandard wages. Children are impacted as well. When large families outgrow their farmland and become impoverished, older children are often pushed into slavery, child labor, early marriage, or they are trafficked as sex workers or as organ donors. Younger children are left to care for themselves or pushed into begging. If there is not enough to eat and babies are spaced closely, it is not uncommon to see the first baby die after the mother turns her breast to the new baby. In Egypt, as many as 9% of the country's population is comprised of street children. In India, 40% of children are undernourished. There are more very serious impacts, most of which will be catastrophic, but our clock is running, and we need to go into solutions now.